All right, hi fifth graders. Back to our third day of reading Junkyard Wonders. Let's see what happens today in our story. Our class was special, all right. The Junkyard kids were pretty amazing to begin with, and Mrs. Peterson shows us how to shine. She even helped us make badges that said the Junkyard Wonders. So you could be proud of who you are, she said. That day we got the badges, this mean boy came running up to us. Weirdos! Now you even wear dumbbell pins. The boy named Barton Poole grabbed the pin off of my shirt. I started to cry, and then Tom and Gibby ran at Barton and his friends. Right, one of his friends said. Now, Twinkle Toes and jerking fool, are you going to hurt us? We're so scared. Just about then, Jody, big, wonderful Jody, appeared from nowhere. The mean boy sure backed off. Someday, you aren't going to have this freak to guard you, Barton snarled as he stalked away. That day, Mrs. Peterson could see that we were all badly shaken. Gibby finally spoke up. Mrs. Peterson, he said, we're all junkyard kids. Even though you try to make us feel better about it, we're throwaways, junk, and everyone knows it. Oh, my dear, that's where you are wrong, she said wistfully. Every one of you is my wonder. Don't you realize what a junkyard really is? So I'm going to stop and I want you to just think about what she's talking about. How can a junkyard be special? They all think it's something bad, but how could it be something special? A place for things that nobody wants, Jody answered. Oh, it is a place full of wondrous possibilities. What some sees as bent and broken, throwaways, are actually amazing things waiting to be made into something new. Something unexpected, something surprising. And we all looked puzzled. All right, class, go get your coats. We are walking to Melvin Beach Junkyard right now, she exclaimed. At the junkyard, Mrs. Peterson stopped us. Now form into your tribes and then collect everything that you think could be made into something new. Remember, wonders, here's your chance. Forget what the object was and imagine what it could be. Each of the tribes set off across the junkyard collecting wheels and doors, handles, latches. We vanillas hadn't gotten just the right junk though, until almost at the end of our visit. As Jody, Ray Van, Tom, and I were climbing over our last pile of assorted junk, Gibby called to us. He was standing under a shed roof looking up, and there, hanging from the roof strut, was an old wrecked model airplane. Gib, that's just an old torn up plane, Tom said, turning to leave. No, Gibby said. It's a beauty, I see it. We are going to rebuild it into something bigger, better, something wonderful, something that will defy gravity itself. This plane is going to fly all the way to the moon. There was such wonder in his eyes that we knew We had just what we needed. For the next few weeks, during the last hour of our class time, we worked on our new inventions. As we hammered and sawed and cut, Mrs. Peterson read to us Great Expectations, David Copperfield, and sometimes poetry. But every day, Mrs. Peterson reminded us, some people look at things the way they are and cry, why? But I want you to look at things and see what they could be and ask, why not? Gibby was the boss of our plane project. We removed all of the outer skin and built a new balsa struts and repaired a lot of the skeleton. Ray Van replaced the old skin with pure silk. And finally, we painted the rebuilt plane with low resistance lacquer. But would it fly? What do you think? Do you think it's going to fly, class? We'll have to see in the next days coming. That's what we're going to read. That's the end of our readings for today. I'll see you tomorrow.